Hi guys, good day. It's me, Teacher MJ. Our topic for today class, it's all about ratio and proportion. So without further ado, let's do this topic. So the ratio is the comparison between two numbers or quantity. So I have here given figures class. We have 3 circles and 2 squares. Now what if the teacher will ask you what would be the ratio of circles to squares? Now you have 3 options to write your answer class. You can write it in word form. So the answer for that, just count the number of circles. So we have 3 circles, then 2 squares. Circles to squares, so that would be 3 to 2. Okay, this is what we call it in word form. We can write this one in word form, 3 to 2. We can also write it in column form, that would be 3 is to 2. So these 2 dots, it means column. And we can also write this one in fraction form, that would be 3 over 2. So this is just the same class, same answer. So you can write it in word form, 3 to 2, column form, 3 is to 2, or fraction form, 3 over 2. Now in ratio class, you need to be careful with this one because if it says squares to circles, your answer will be different. Why is that, sir? Because squares comes first before circles. So if the teacher will ask you what would be the ratio of squares to circles, so it should be, so count the number of squares, 2, then circles, there would be 3 circles, 2 to 3. So check the difference class. It is really different from this circles to squares than squares to circles. So just be careful with the ratio class. Which comes first must be written first. Squares to circles, so we can write it in column form, that would be 2 is to 3. And we can also write in fraction form, that would be 2 over 3. Alright, so that's the ratio class. Easy, right, for the ratio? So once again, just be careful class. If what would be the quantity comes first, it should be written first. Alright, so let's have an example for the ratio class. Alright, so we are told to express the following ratios in simplest form. So we do have 5 examples for you to really understand this one class. So let's start with number 1, 1 hour to 45 minutes. Once again class, in answering this one, it's better to use the fraction form for us to simplify our answer easily. So we have 1 hour to 45 minutes, so we cannot write this one directly class into 1 over 45. Question, why is that, sir? Because the units class are not the same. So if you will write it 1 over 45, you will commit mistake class. So again, this is wrong, 1 over 45. Question, once again, why is that, sir? Because the units are not the same. This is hour, this is minutes. So therefore, we need to convert this hour into minutes first before we will find the ratio. So how many minutes class in 1 hour? That's correct, in 1 hour, that would be 60 minutes. So once again, class, check first the units, if it's the same. If it's not the same, so you need to convert the units class. So 60 minutes is equivalent to 1 hour, so that would be 60 to 45. And we can write this one 60 over 45. And then you find the GCF class. What would be the greatest common factor of 60 and 45? That's correct, that would be 15. So we can divide this one by 15. So divide by 15. Once again class, we are told to simplify our ratio. Write the ratio in simplest form. Alright, divide it by 15. So 60 divided by 15, that is 4. 45 divided by 15, that is 3. Therefore, our answer class is 4 over 3. 4 is to 3 or 4 over 3. That's it class. That's the answer for number 1. Easy, right? For number 1, 4 over 3. Alright, let's try number 2. So what if we have 2 weeks to 10 days? So check once again if the units are the same. Nope, it's not. The units are not the same. So we need to convert these weeks into days. So how many days class in 2 weeks? Okay, 1 week, 7 days, equivalent to 7 days. Therefore, in 2 weeks, that would be 14 days. So this will be 14 days. Alright, so this will be 14 over 10. Now, can we reduce? Yup. What would be the GCF class? The greatest common factor of 14 and 10. That's correct, that would be 2. So we can divide this one by 2. Divide by 2. So our answer will be 14 divided by 2, that is 7. 10 divided by 2, that is 5. That's it class. That's the answer for number 2. Easy, right? For number 2, 7 over 5. Alright, let's try number 3. So a class has 12 girls and 18 boys. find the ratio of boys to girls. So once again, class, always be careful with this one. If it says boys to girls, so boys comes first before the girls. Okay, always be careful with this one, class. The ratio of boys to girls, so boys comes first before the girls. So boys to girls, so we have 18 boys, so 18 boys, and then girls, 12 girls, so 18. Okay, 18 is to 12, or we can write it 118 over 12. So, can we reduce? Yep, we can reduce. What would be the greatest common factor, class, of 18 and 12? That's correct. That would be 6, right? We can divide this one by 6. Divide by 6. So, our answer, 18 divided by 6, that is 3. 12 divided by 6, that is 2. 3 over 2. So, for letter A, the answer is, okay, letter A, that would be 3 over 2. Alright, how about letter B? The ratio of boys to the total number of classes. So therefore, our boys is 18, and the total number of classes, we need to add this up. So this will be 18 plus 12, I think this is 30. 2 plus 8 is 10, 0 carry 1, 30. So boys to the total number of classes. Once again, class, always be careful with this one. The ratio of boys to the total number of classes. So that would be 18 over 30. So can we reduce? Yep. So we will be dividing this one by 6. So 18 divided by 6, that is 3. 30 divided by 6, that is 5. Therefore, the answer for letter B of number 3, that would be 3 over 5. Alright, that's it for numbers 1, 2, and 3. Let's try numbers 4 and 5. We will give 5 examples, class, for you to really understand with regards to the ratio. Alright, so number 4, Joseph has 30 marbles. 12 marbles are red, while the rest are green. What is the ratio of red marbles to green marbles? So we do have the total number of marbles. So total, that would be 30. And we do have red marbles. So red marbles, okay, I will just put M. Red marbles, that is 12. And the rest are green. So therefore, to get the value of the green marbles, we need to subtract this one. So 30 minus 12, this will be 18, right? So 0 minus 2, that cannot be. Borrow 1, this becomes 10, 8. 10 minus 2 is 8, 2 minus 1 is 1, 18. So therefore, the green marbles, that is 18. Now you need to find the ratio of red marbles to green marbles. Always be careful with this one, class. Red marbles to green marbles. So therefore, red comes first before the green marbles. So that would be, so red to green marbles, that would be 12 over 18. So can we reduce this one? What would be the GCF, class, of 12 and 18? That's correct. That would be 6. So we can divide this one by 6. Divide by 6. Therefore, our answer is 12 divided by 6, that is 2. 18 divided by 6, that is 3. That's it, class. That's the answer for number 4. 2 over 3. 2 is to 3. Alright, that's the answer for number 4, 2 over 3. So I will just write it here, 2 over 3 for number 4. Alright, let's try number 5. So in a certain room, there are 28 women and 21 men. Letter A, find the ratio of men to women. And letter B, the ratio of women to the total number of people. Alright, so let's try that. Number 5. So number 5, letter A. So you're told to find the ratio of men to women. So once again, we have 21 men and 28 women. So always be careful with this one, class. It says men to women. Therefore, men comes first before the women. So it should be 21 for men, and women, that would be 28. So can we reduce, class, 21 and 28? Yep, we can reduce this one. By what number, sir? We can divide this one by 7. The GCF of 21 and 28, that is 7. So 21 divided by 7, that is 3. 28 divided by 7, that is 4. So letter A, that is 3 over 4 for letter A. Now let's have letter B, the ratio of women to the total number of people. So we need to add this up. So because we need to get the total number of people, so 28. So 28 plus 21, this will be 8 plus 1 is 9, 2 plus 2 is 4, 49. So women to the total number of people. So we have women, we have 28 over the total number, that is 49. And what would be the GCF class? The greatest common factor of 28 and 49. That's correct. That would be 7. We can divide this one by 7. So 28 divided by 7, that is 4. 49 divided by 7, that is 7. That's it, class. That's the answer for letter B. 4 over 7. And for A, that is 3 over 4. Alright, that's it for the ratio. So let's try proportion class. So we will be dealing with proportion. Now in problem solving class with regards to the ratio, I will just put another video for that. I will just put the link on the description down below. Let's focus first class on the basic examples. Alright, so let's try proportion class. Now let's talk about proportion class. A proportion is an equation that shows two ratios are equal. It can be written in the form A is to B equals C is to D. Once again, if these two ratios are equal, therefore this is a proportion. Or you can write this one A over B equals C over D, where B and D is not equal to 0. Always remember this one, class. We will know that it is a proportion when the product of the means is equal to the product of extremes. Let me just explain the means and extremes, class. If we have given A is to B equals C is to D, this B and C, class, is what we call the means. This one is what we call the means. And this A and D is what we call the extremes. If the product of the means is equals to the product of extremes, therefore, this is a proportion. Let's give an example, class, for you to understand this one. If we have given 3 is to 4 is equals to 6 is to 8, question, is this a proportion? Once again, you will know that this is a proportion if the two ratios are equal. Now, how will you check that two ratios are equal, sir? If the product of the means is equals to the product of extremes. So, we will be multiplying this one. So, let's multiply. So, 4 times 6, you multiply. What's the answer, class? 4 times 6. Once again, the product of the means. Therefore, we need to multiply. 4 times 6, that is 24. Then you multiply the extremes, A and D. So 3 and 8, these are the extremes. So 3 times 8. Once again, 3 and 8, those are extremes. So 3 times 8, that is 24. Now, if they have the same product, therefore, this is a proportion because the two ratios are equal. Once again, class, you will know that two ratios are equal if the product of the means is equals to the product of extremes. And this is what we call proportion, class. I hope you get this one, class, for the proportion. The product of the means is equals to the product of extremes. Simply multiply the means and the extremes. Or you can also write this one in fractional form. Okay, let me write this one. 3 over 4 is equals to 6 over 8. So just simply do the cross multiplication. So you multiply. If they have the same answer, therefore this is a proportion. So you multiply this one. 3 times 8. What's the answer, class? 3 times 8. That's correct. That is 24. And 4 times 6. So 4 times 6. That is, what's the answer, class? 4 times 6. That is 24. So 24 is the same with 24. Therefore, this is a proportion. Once again, 4 and 6, these are the means. 3 and 8, these are the extremes. So that's also one of the scenario, class. To check if the ratios are equal, you can do cross multiplication, class. If you cross multiply, if they have the same answer, therefore this is a proportion. So I hope you understand the proportion, class. The proportion, it shows that two ratios are equal. If two ratios are equal, therefore that is a proportion. Question, once again, how will you check, sir? If the two ratios are equal, you multiply, class. The product of the means is equals to the product of extremes. But for me, class, it's better to do the cross multiplication. This one, 3 times 8, 24. 4 times 6, that is 24. So let's give an example, class. You determine if the given equation is a proportion or not. Alright, so let's give an example for this one. Alright, so you tell whether the two ratios form a proportion. So let's start with number 1. We have 6 over 9 and the other ratio, that is 4 over 6. So once again, we can write this one. 6 over 9 is equals to 4 over 6. So we check, class, if these two ratios form a proportion. To check that one out, very easy, class. Just do cross multiplication. So you cross multiply You multiply this one, 6 and 6, so 6 times 6, and the other one, 9 times 4. If they have the same answer, therefore, these two ratios can form a proportion. So 6 times 6, that is, what's the answer, class? 6 times 6, that's correct, that is 36. And 4 times 9, that is 36. Therefore, for number 1, our answer is yes. These two ratios will form a proportion. Easy, right, for number 1? Let's have number 2. So once again, we can equate this one. We can write this one as 15 over 20 is equals to 5 over 7. So let's check, class, if these two ratios will form a proportion. Let's do the cross multiplication. So we multiply 15 times 7. So what's the answer, class? 15 times 7. Let's do that. 15 times 7. So 7 times 5 is 35. 5 carry 3. 7 times 1 is 7 plus 3, that is 10. So that would be 105. So 105. This is 105. How about this one, class? 20 times 5. What's the answer, class? 20 times 5. That's correct. That should be 100. So do they have the same answer? Nope, they don't have the same answer. Therefore, these two ratios will not form a proportion. So our answer is no for number 2. Is right for numbers 1 and 2. Alright, so let's try number 3. So what if, sir, the given, you have decimal? So that would be 5 over 4. And then the other ratio, that is 4.5 over 3.6. So 5 over 4 equals 4.5 over 3.6. Let's check if these two ratios will form a proportion. So let's multiply. So this will be 5 times 3.6. So 3.6 times 5. So 5 times 6, that is 30. 0 carry 3. 5 times 3 is 15 plus 3, that is 18. And then you count the number of decimal places. We have 1. So therefore, we move 1 unit starting from right to left. Okay, so this will be 18, right? So therefore, our answer is 18, class. Alright, let's try this one. Let's check 4 times 4.5. So 4.5 times 4. So 4 times 5 is 20. 0 carry 2. 4 times 4 is 16 plus 2, that is 18. And then you count the number of decimal places. So we have one number to the right of the decimal point. So therefore, we need to have one number to the right of the decimal point. Or you move this one from right to left. And the answer is 18. Same answer, class. 18 and 18. Therefore, for number 3, our answer is yes. These two ratios will form a proportion. So yes for number 3. Is right for number 3. Let's try number 4. So we will try number 4 and number 5. So you try number 6, class, and you put your answer in the comment section down below. Let me check, class, if you really understand this one. Very easy, right? To determine whether the two ratios form a proportion. Let's try number 4. So this will be 16 over 6 equals 40 over 15. Let's check. Let's do the cross multiplication. Let's multiply this one. 16 times 15. 15 times 16. So 6 times 5 is 30. 0 carry 3. 6 times 1 is 6 plus 3 is 9. And then 1 times 5 is 5. 1 times 1 is 1. So 0, 9 plus 4 is 9 plus 5 is 14. 4 carry 1. 1 plus 1 is 2. 240. So this is 240. Let's check. Multiplying 40 and 6. If they have the same answer. So 40 times 6. 40 times 6. 6 times 0, that is 0. 6 times 4 is 24. 240. Same answer, class. 240. Therefore, for number 4, our answer is yes. A big yes for number 4. Alright, so yes for number 4. Yes for number 4. Let's try number 5. So this will be 3 over 8 equals 18 over 46. So let's do cross multiplication. So 3 times 46. Let's multiply that. 46 times 3. So 3 times 6 is 18. Carry 1. 3 times 4 is 12. Plus 1 is 13. 138. So this is 138. And how about 18 times 8? So 18 times 8, 8 times 8 is 64, 4 carries 6, 8 times 1 is 8, plus 6 is 14, 144. This is 144. So therefore, they don't have the same answer when you do the cross multiplication. Okay, the product of means is not equal to the product of extremes. Therefore, for number 5, our answer is no. These two ratios will not form a proportion. Alright, so you try number 6, class, and you put your answer in the comment section down below. Let me check, class, if you really understand our topic for today. You need to determine whether the two ratios form a proportion. So the next part of our video, class, we will be answering proportion solving for the unknown variable. Alright, so let's proceed now in solving proportions. Find the missing term in each proportion. So let's start with number 1. So for number 1, class, 2 over 13 equals 6 over n. So we need to find the value of n. So to find the value of n, let's just do cross multiplication. So 2 over 13 equals 6 over n. So just do cross multiplication. Multiply this one and this one. So this will be 2 times n. So 2 times n equals 13 times 6 or 6 times 13. 6 times 13. So 2 times n, that is 2n, equals 6 times 13. What's the answer, class? 13 times 6. Let's multiply that. 13 times 6. 6 times 3, that is 18. Carry 1. 6 times 1 is 6, plus 1 is 7. 78. So this will be 78. And then, to get the value of n, you just divide both sides by 2. Divide by 2. So cancel this out. 78 divided by 2. What's the answer, class? 78 divided by 2. So this is 7 divided by 2. That is 3. 3 times 2 is 6. Subtract. 7 minus 6 is 1. Bring down 8. 18 divided by 2. That is 9. 9 times 2 is 18. Subtract. This is 0. 39. So therefore, n is 39. That's it, class. That's the answer for number 1. N is 39. So you can write this one. 2 over 13 is equals to 6 over your n is 39. So if you multiply this one, you will get 78. So 39 times 2, that is 78. 13 times 6, that is 78. And that's the value of n, class. So your n is equals to 39. That's it, class. That's the answer for number 1. Easy, right? For number 1. So let's try number 2. Now, what if, sir, the given question is in column form? You have 7 is to 3 is equals to x is to 9. So once again, this is the means and this will be the extremes. So to answer this one, class, we write this one in fraction form. That would be 7 over 3 is equal to x over 9. So let's do the cross multiplication. So you multiply this one, 7 times 9, and then 3 times x. So this will be 7 times 9 equals x times 3 or 3 times x. So that's the same, class. You will get the same answer. X times 3 and 3 times x is just the same answer. That would be 3x. So this will be 7 times 9, that is 63, is equals to 3x. X times 3, that is 3x. And then divide both sides by 3 so that we can cancel this out and then we can find the value of x. So this will be 63 divided by 3. What's the answer, class? That's correct. That would be 21. So this will be 21 equals x. That's it, class. That's the answer there for number 2. 21 for x. So we can complete this one. This will be 7 is to 3 equals 21 is to 9. That's it, class. That's the answer for number 2. Our x is equals to 21. And this will be the complete equation. Alright, and for number 1, this is the complete equation for number 1. Alright, let's try number 3. I hope you're still with me, class, for this one. Alright. Alright, let's try number 3. So this will be, okay, so this will be 4x minus 1 over 3 is equals to 6x plus 1 over 5. Then you cross multiply. So you multiply this up and this one. So this will be 5 times 4x minus 1. So 5 times 4x minus 1 equals 3 times this one. 3 times 6x plus 1. I will just write 3 first, class, because this is binomial for 6x plus 1. So if this is binomial, class, we need to distribute. Okay, distributive property. So this will be 5 times 4x, that is 20x. 5 times negative 1, that's negative 5. Equals 3 times 6x, that's 18x. Then 3 times 1, that's positive 3. Alright, and then transpose 18 from right to left so that all of the equations will be x on the left side of this equal sign. And we transpose this 5 from left to right. So this will be 20x. This is positive 18. It will be negative 18. X equals, copy 3. This is negative 5. It will be positive 5. Do not forget about this one, class. Once you transfer from this equal sign, you always change the sign. So this will be 20x minus 18x. That is 2x. Equals 3 plus 5. That is 8. And to get the value of x, you divide both sides by 2. Divide by 2. So cancel this out. Therefore, our x is equals to, what's the answer, class? 8 divided by 2. That's correct. X is equals to 4. Alright, so that's the value of x. Now to complete the equation, so this will be 4x minus 1. So let's check, class, what's the value of this term on the upper part. So let's substitute the value of x. That is 4. So 4x minus 1. Okay, this one, class, 4x minus 1. So we have 4 and our x is 4. 4 times 4 minus 1. So 4 times 4, that is 16. Minus 1, that is 15. Okay, on the upper part, therefore, this is 15. So this will be 15 over 3 is equals to, and this one, class, 6x plus 1. So if the teacher will ask you to find the value of x, this will be the answer, class. Now if the teacher will tell you to find all of the numbers inside this proportion, okay, this proportion, to find the ratios, so we need to substitute the value of x, class. So this will be 6x plus 1, and our x is 4, so 6 times 4 plus 1, so 6 times 4, what's the answer, class? 6 times 4, that is 24, plus 1, that is 25. So therefore, in the upper part, this is 25 over 5. So if you multiply that up, 15 times 5, that is 75. 25 times 3, that is 75. Alright, so check. This one is checked. This one is also checked. This one is also checked. So this will be the missing term in each proportion. Okay, if the teacher will ask for the variable for the x only, therefore our x is only 4. So our x is 4. Now if you want the proportion, this will be the numbers, class. 15 over 3 equals 25 over 5. Alright, and let's try last number, number 4. I hope you're still with me, class, for this one. If you have some questions with regards to the proportion, class, do not hesitate to ask, class. Feel free to leave a comment in the comment section down below. You can always message me, class, in our Facebook channel. Same name with our YouTube channel. Alright, let's try number 4. 2 over x minus 4 equals 7 over 2x plus 1. Once again, we do cross multiplication. Multiply this up. So this will be, I will just write 2 first because this is binomial. So this will be 2 times 2x plus 1 equals 7 times x minus 4. Then we distribute. Okay, distribute this one, distribute this one. So 2 times 2x, that is 4x. 2 times 1, that's positive 2. Equals 7 times x, that is 7x. 7 times negative 4, what's the answer? Because 7 times negative 4. That's correct, that's negative 28. So in this scenario, class, instead of transposing 7x from right to left, Once again, if you transpose 7x from right to left, this will be 4x minus 7x. And 4x minus 7x, you will get negative 3x. And it will be more complicated, class, if you're dealing with negative x number. Okay, negative x value. So the thing that you will do, class, for us not to have a negative x, we just simply transpose 4x from left to right. Okay, and this number 28, we transpose it from right to left. Always remember this one, class. In algebra, x equals 3 is just the same with 3 equals x. Always remember this one, class. This is just the same. X equals 3 is just the same with 3 equals x. So it doesn't matter, class, if your x is on the left or your x is on the right. Okay, it doesn't matter, class. You will get the same answer. So x is equals 3. X equals 3 is just the same with 3 equals x. So therefore, we just simply transpose this 4 from left to right so that our x answer, class, will be positive. Okay, if you really want to transpose 7x from right to left, that's okay, class. You can do that. But for me, class, it's better to transpose 4x from left to right so that our x value will be positive. So this will be 7x. We transpose this one. This is positive 4x. It will be negative 4x. And copy 2. All of the numbers will be on the left. Then 28. This is negative. It will be positive 28. And this will be 2 plus 28, that is 30, equals 7x minus 4x, that's 3x. And to get the value of x, you divide both sides by 3, divide by 3. So, cancel this out. And 30 divided by 3. What's the answer, class? 30 divided by 3. That's correct. That is 10 equals x. That's it, class. That's the answer there for number 4. Our x is 10. Now, if the teacher will ask for the proportion for this one, the complete numbers. Alright, let's substitute the value of x. So, I hope you get this one, class. I will be erasing this one. So, if you want to transpose 7x from right to left, you will get the same answer, class. That is 10. So, you try that one, class, and you check if you have the same answer. Alright, so substitute the value of x. This will be x minus 4. So x minus 4, our x is 10. 10 minus 4. Therefore, this is 6. So this will be 2 over 6 equals the other one, 2x plus 1. So 2x plus 1, 2, and our x is 10. 2 times 10 plus 1. So 2 times 10, that is 20, plus 1, that is 21. So this will be 7 over 21. And our x, class, is 10. Alright, so if you multiply this up, 2 times 21, that's 42. 7 times 6, that is 42. Therefore, class, our answer is correct. Alright, so that's it, class. That's our answer in solving proportions. So I hope you learned something new today. Once again, class, if you have some questions with regards to ratio and proportion, feel free to leave a comment on the comment section down below. You can always message me, class, in our Facebook channel, same name with our YouTube channel. Once again, class, I hope you learned something new today. If you like this video, then not forget to like, share, and subscribe. You share it to your friends and to your classmates so that we can help more students. Once again, this is Teacher MJ. You have a great day, class. Goodbye for now. Bye-bye.